Hi frag heads, today's video is about review of perfume releases this year. I think this will be the last set of new fragrances of 2023 that I'll be reviewing. So without further ado, let's get this video started. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Joanna and I do reviews and recommendations of affordable and luxury fragrances. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please do keep watching and maybe consider subscribing. So today I have here 7 or 8 perfumes to review, and just to let you know, 6 of them are sample sizes and 1 is actually a blind buy and it's a full bottle. Anyway, I'll be starting off with the sample sizes. And the first one that I want to talk about is Mallow from DORA. This fragrance has been released around October and I was quite excited to try this one because I'm a big fan of the brand DORA. And of course, this fragrance is getting a lot of hype in YouTube and Instagram as well. So at first spray, it definitely reminds me of Oriana. So it has that orange blossom, raspberry, vanilla, slightly sweet DNA. However, I find this one like extremely peppery. And when I check the notes, it has pink pepper. However, the kind of pepper that I'm getting here seems like black pepper. It is that peppery to my nose. Let's say around 30% peppery. And that peppery, leathery scent is very strong and pungent. As it dries down, it actually becomes stronger and stronger. So basically what I'm getting here is like a peppery Oriana. I don't get like candied raspberry, so basically no sweetness. I find this very dry. So yeah, unfortunately I think this is not for me. However, I think if you are the type who's into dry and leathery kind of scents with touch of floral, I think you're gonna like this. The best thing about this fragrance is that it is an X-ray, so it is potent and strong. It lasts on me like more than 8 hours with strong projection for the first 2 hours until it becomes moderate. I think this is just not my kind of scent. However, do I recommend it? Yes, especially if a peppery kind of Oriana sounds interesting to you. I think if you are into musky and peppery, powdery florals, this might work for you. However, it's just not vibing with me. So that is Mallow by DORA. So you know what's next, right? It's the other new release from DORA, and this is called Jany. I believe this came out in November, and oh my god, I love this fragrance. It is very gourmand. This to me smells like Christmas. Definitely giving me apple and cinnamon pie vibes, and to be honest, it is giving me a nostalgia because when I used to live in Dubai, I used to buy these candles from Bath and Body Works that are specifically for the month of December. I think it's called apple cinnamon something or Tis the Season. It's either of the two. It smells exactly like this fragrance, especially the opening. It is quite addictive. To me, what I'm smelling is a photorealistic apple cinnamon pie, and you know, as you cut this apple cinnamon pie. The caramel is coming out from the filling. You mix it with a vanilla ice cream. That is the scent of this fragrance. I think this is perfect for all the gourmand lovers out there. If you're into gourmand, you will definitely love this. Is it sweet? Yes, it is very sweet. However, to me, it's quite addicting and I don't mind to smell like this. I think it's mainly because I am reminded of the December days that we used to have in Dubai. And yes, this to me is a buy, I think. I would love to have this fragrance in my collection. And also, this is an extrait de parfum, so it lasts on me. I must say that I will save the remaining juice for me to use on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I've decided to use this as my Christmas Eve scent. That's how much I love this fragrance. Jany from SORA DORA. If the sound of caramelized apple and cinnamon pie paired with vanilla ice cream sounds appealing to you. Next up is another gourmandish kind of perfume. This is from BYRON and this is called Double Caramel. What can I say? This to me doesn't smell extremely gourmand. However, it is like in between gourmand and perfumey. But to my nose, this is still 70% perfumey, 30% gourmand. It definitely has that DNA of Mula Mula, which is raspberry, strawberry, oud, and patchouli kind of DNA. However, this one has more sweetness that's coming from the caramel. Hence, it's called double caramel, right? This is actually giving me some masculine vibe as well that I find very sexy. So yes, I might consider having a bottle of this one in the future because it's like a sexy and sweet fruit chili kind of scent. This is quite airy actually, and it's not sticky sweet considering the name of the fragrance is double caramel. So if that worries you, I must say that on me, it's not sticky sweet at all. This for me still smells more perfumey than gourmand. I think the ginger and the peach kind of control that double caramel sweetness in here because there is still something that's kind of like aromatic in this fragrance. So, you know, it's not that dense, even though it has loads of caramel. I will highly recommend it if you are into caramelized fruit chili kind of fragrance. By the way, this lasts for a long time as well. A typical BYRON fragrance definitely lasts more than 8 hours, and yes, it does projects really good. Yeah, Double Caramel by BYRON. Next up is a scent from Fragrance du Bois, and I received this as a complimentary sample from Jovoy when I placed a huge order in November. And yeah, this is called Voyage à Paris. And guys, this one smells very bougie and opulent. Definitely giving me an expensive night in Paris vibe. This has rum, orange blossom, honey, jasmine, oud, oak, and vanilla. And I am loving that sexy and rich vibe that this fragrance is giving me. Like, I can imagine a supermodel during Paris Fashion Week wearing this fragrance roaming around the city from day till night. This is just so opulent. The rum in here doesn't make the fragrance smell like boozy. You know, it is like just a touch of rum. What I am getting here is more of like a honeyed orange blossom and jasmine grounded with oud and oak in the base. I find this fragrance perfectly well blended. Like, I can tell that this is very high quality because there's no slight screechiness coming out from this fragrance. It is extremely well blended. This fragrance is 300 euros, guys. Extremely expensive. However, will I recommend it? Yes, I recommend you trying this one out first. Especially, you know, if you are into bougie smelling kind of perfumes. This definitely gives me the vibes of Material from Voyage. They are in the same level of opulence. So yeah, I think if you love Material from Voyage, you will love this one as well. They are not similar in the scent category. I'm just telling you that they have the same vibes. If you are looking for that opulent, honeyed, woody, floral kind of scent, yeah, Voyage by Fragrance de Bois. Next up is a fragrance that I actually included in my best of 2023, and this is Siesta by Ramon Monegal. I basically discovered this from one of you guys here in YouTube, and this is so beautiful. This has cedar, lemon, honey, jasmine, iris, cedar, vetiver, leather, tonka, vanilla, and musk. And I will say that I'm getting all those notes. However, the most prominent to my nose are cedar and lemon, especially in the opening. This is like a blast of citruses and vetiver, along with a vegetal kind of iris. If you're familiar with Iris Malacan, that's the kind of iris that you're gonna get. So imagine the opening that you get from Iris Malacan, then add loads of citruses and drizzle honey on top. That is Siesta. I love this fragrance, and I will definitely consider buying a bottle because I am not just impressed by the scent, I am also impressed by the longevity and the projection, considering it is a citrus fragrance, okay? This is like a beast, and I can imagine this performing at its best during summertime. I am a big fan of iris, so if you are liking that thought of half green, half powdery iris mixed with honeyed lemon, you have to check out Siesta by Ramon Monegal. This is very worth it because this is such a unisex fragrance as well. So if you have it in your collection, you and your partner can share it. All right, and last but not the least is something that I have a full bottle of, and this is a blind buy actually, and this is the lovely Baklava Royale by Navitus, and this is in collaboration with Gabby by Gabby Loves Perfumes here in YouTube. And you guys, I love her first fragrance, which is Chocolate Queen. So when I saw that she's releasing something that is inspired by a baklava, I didn't think twice. I got it. I used to live in Dubai, and it's basically everywhere. You can find it in any kind of Middle Eastern restaurants basically, or you can even find it in supermarkets. And also I used to work in an airline in Turkey, so I've tried like different kinds of baklava in my life. Okay, so now this baklava is inspired by pistachio. I must say that yes, they really captured the scent of baklava in here, because this definitely smells like caramelized almond with honeyed pistachio. If you love gourmand, you will definitely love this one. This is full-on gourmand to my nose, but it also has orange blossom and Italian bergamot, okay, in the opening. And I must say that I am really getting that orange blossom as well, along with sticky almonds. In the base, you have here amberwood, Madagascar vanilla, and tonka bean. To my nose, this is very heavy, sticky gourmand. It has this kind of almond and orange blossom combo that is similar to Girl of Now by Elisab. So having said that, it is extremely sweet, and basically you have that sweetness with the nuttiness of pistachio, which I think is a good thing, because I think if it's only that sweetness from that orange blossom and almond, I won't like this fragrance. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it's the pistachio here that gave this fragrance uniqueness, in my opinion. Do I love it? Yes. However, I find it too dense and sticky. To me, this is full-on gourmand. So this is the kind of gourmand that you use during the winter time. It has to be extremely cold, in my opinion, in order to enjoy this fragrance, because it is very dense and sticky. Highly recommend you checking this one out. I love it, but I think if I have to choose between Chocolate Queen or this one, I might prefer Chocolate Queen more. But this is still a good one, guys. So good job, Gabby. Baklava Royale by Navitus. Oh, and by the way, longevity is very good. 8+ hours with strong projection, especially for the first 2 hours. This fragrance, in my opinion, is leaning more feminine compared to her Chocolate Queen that is more unisex. Okay, I thought that was the last fragrance, but actually I have one more. And guys, this is Vanille Leather by BDK. I was very curious to try this scent because of the reviews that I was hearing. So I definitely wanted to check it out myself to form an opinion. And guys, this is a floral fragrance. The name Vanilla Leather is very deceiving. This fragrance is very heavy in white florals. Imagine jasmine, orange blossom, and tuberose. I find the jasmine the most potent. However, it has that very smooth leather, vanilla, oak, and benzoin in the base that I think holded all the white florals and made it not cloying or indolic, and the end product is just a very expensive smelling floral dominant fragrance. I love this one. This is definitely giving me the vibe of the Crazy Rich Asian. I don't know if you watched that movie. The Crazy Rich Asians in that movie is definitely the vibe of this fragrance. It smells rich to me. and it is something I can see wearing in special occasions, and I know that I will just smell rich and beautiful. I highly recommend you checking this one out because it is very interesting. However, I don't feel like buying this fragrance yet because I think this will shine more in the spring and fall season. This is a big yes for me. Longevity and projection is quite good. Let's say it lasts around 6 to 8 hours with moderate projection. I feel like this is a feminine leaning fragrance. So if a leathery, white floral kind of fragrance is what you're looking for, I highly recommend you checking out Vanille Leather by BDK. This is my last video about new perfume releases for this year. How did you find it? Did you find anything that sparked your interest? Please let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And see you on my next one. Bye guys.